What's up, everybody? Welcome back to KBTalks, the podcast where we break down everything in gaming, anime, movies, and television. I'm your host, KB, and today we got a stacked episode for you. We'll be talking about the biggest gaming news of the weekend, diving into some fresh anime and manga news with some comic books on the side, and then we're wrapping it up with the latest in movies and television. So sit back, grab your snacks, and let's get into it. Alright, let's start with gaming because there's a lot to talk about. First off, the games for PlayStation Plus this month are Alan Wake 2, Cocoon, and Goat Simulator 3. If you have more than an essential plan, you get The Last of Us Part 2 remastered. It was also announced for the extra catalog starting September 26, 2025. Those are the PlayStation Plus games of the month. Get them while you can. Next, we recently just got a trailer for Insomniac's Wolverine game coming fall 2026. I've been waiting for that game for a while. Due to hacks at Insomniac, it got pushed back. And then we've seen leaked gameplay that didn't look the best, and people was judging it as if it was a fully completed game. But we finally got our first look at the trailer. It looks good. I hope it plays good, and I'm waiting for fall 2026. Can't get here any faster. Next up, we have a new Avatar Legends game. It's a fighting game. It's hand drawn 2D with 12 characters with movement centric gameplay, original single player campaign. So the story is gonna be unique to the game. It supposedly has the best in-class netcode and crossplay, but a bunch of other games said that when they were first announced and didn't have it at launch. So we'll see when it gets here. And the game is also featuring a couple support characters. They didn't say who, but the game is coming summer 2026 on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox Series, Nintendo Switch 2, and Steam. So for my Avatar people, we got a new game to play. It's a fighter. Check it out. Let me know what you think down below. Next up, over the weekend, Battlefield 6 released. It was one of the releases I've been waiting for because I'm a huge Battlefield fan. Favorite one is Battlefield 4. My friend will argue with me Battlefield 3 is the best, but I gotta go with 4. But I've been playing Battlefield 6 a couple hours over the weekend. I only made it to I believe rank 8, maybe 9. Took some time, but it's not like Call of Duty where a couple hours I'm already level 50. But as far as the game goes, it's classic Battlefield, gunplay, destruction, vehicle warfare. It's nothing more you could ask for. However, my only problem I've had so far is the main menu. It can get confusing at times. I've I've streamed, I think twice. Yeah, I streamed twice. Battlefield. I streamed Battlefield twice, and as you can see in the streams, I'm messing around in the menu. I'm trying to do something, and then it pulls up friend list when that wasn't what I was looking for. But other than that, I think everything is good. Another critique is they took the spawn beacon out of the recon class, and I think I was told it's in the assault class now. So now people have less of a reason to play. Now people have a less of a reason to use the recon class. That's my class. That's my go-to class because I like to snipe. But recently I've been using support because gotta bring people back. If you don't, you playing the game wrong. I've seen a bunch of people online play it like Call of Duty, where you pick your class and then they rush out forward and complain, why am I dying so much? This is not Call of Duty. You cannot just run into the battle. It's all about strategy and teamwork. That's like the core of Battlefield. Like back in the day, me and my friend would be like, Battlefield has more teamwork than Call of Duty. In Battlefield, people don't even have to use their mics, and we have a whole understanding. But in Call of Duty, people be on mic and just argue all the time. There's no communication, no teamwork. There be rare moments you get teamwork, but overall, so far I'm enjoying Battlefield 6. I'll have a separate video for my overall experience with Battlefield. But if you play Battlefield 6, let me know what you think down below. On to anime and manga. I want to know some of you guys' hot takes. Whether you think Call of Duty is the greatest game ever or it sucks. Let me know some of the hot takes down below. But now we can move on to anime and manga. Moving on to anime and manga news. First up, My Hero has started its final season. I've read the manga, so I know how it ends. Won't hit you guys with spoilers, but if you've been along for the ride, the anime is finally about to end. So after that, One Punch Man is finally back with season 3. It's been a long wait. It's been waiting I believe 4, maybe 5 years. It's been a while since season 2, and I ain't gonna lie, it's not gonna be as, what's the word? I would say it will never ever look how season 1 looked. I think some people just can't get over that, but we all have to get over it. It's never gonna look like season 1. Season 3, some some crazy stuff go down, but I just hope that it's animated well enough. That's my only hope, because the story is good. I just hope it's animated well, and then once season 3 ends, we don't have to wait another 3-4 years before we get season 4. Next, probably next episode will cover My Hero episode 1 of the final season, and One Punch Man. We'll cover both of those, and then my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. That is an anime I'm waiting for, because the manga only has a small amount of pages. Not pages. The manga only has a small amount of chapters, and they take forever to update. So, if the anime could pass the manga, I'll be happy to watch. You don't gotta tell me twice. But that's all we got right now for anime news. But before we switch gears, in the comic book world, I don't really read too much Marvel. I mainly read DC. So the only Marvel stuff I read is the Spider-Man stuff. Like, stuff going down right now in Miles comics is he's in a God War arc with Anansi the Spider God. But I've been enjoying the stuff they've been doing with Miles lately. He got a new suit from Wakanda and the Black Panther. He has a new brother, which is actually just a clone, but they adopted, his family adopted him as a brother. But the Miles stuff is real good right now. I don't like what's happening in the main Spider-Man Peter book, because he's off in space somewhere, and they have Norman Osborn running around as Spider-Man, which is weird. I don't know why would they do that. And the best of the Spider-Man stuff is the Ultimate Spider-Man series. The Ultimate Spider-Man series, Peter is 30 something, married to MJ. They have 2 kids. One is a boy named Richard. Parker. He's also Spider-Man, but he has a Venom suit. He has a symbiote suit, because Venom is when it's Eddie and the symbiote, but he has a symbiote suit that he basically uses to have spider powers. But if you want to know where the best Spider-Man stuff is, read Ultimate Spider-Man. Now in DC, they just started a new event. I read too much in DC, but right now they just started DCKO. I'm not gonna say no spoilers, because it's only one chapter out right now. They even have a side book for Batman where he has to fight the 4 Robins grown up at they're all grown and they're their own Batman. The designs for him was fire. I didn't like Tim's. It could have been a little better, but to me, my favorite is Red Hood. So I'm obviously like his the most, and that's who we got for comics right now. Before we move on to movies and television, I want to give you guys two recommendations: one manga and one comic book recommendation. The manga I want you guys to check out is All Mark. I'm gonna read the description real quick for you, and maybe I'll put the picture up on this side right here for you guys. But Almark, born the son of a mercenary in the war-torn North, Almark sets out on a long journey to the Nork Academy of Magic in the South to fulfill a promise he made to his father to become a sorcerer. After a long journey, his life at the academy was completely different from the world he was in. Almark is always confused by the gap. However, while making mistakes with the help of his colleagues and teacher, he gradually shows a glimpse of his talent. With the pride of being the son of a mercenary, Almark takes his first steps toward becoming a sorcerer. So, please, please, please go check that out. Now, for the comic. The comic I'm recommending to you guys is Batman number 1, 2025. It's brand new. I think right now there's 2 issues out. 3 is coming soon. But let me read the description. It contains no spoilers, so we should be good. Let's go. Batman number 1 launches with a new era for Batman. Matt Fraction takes over as writer with George Jimenez staying on art duties. The issue is intended to serve both as a jumping on point for new readers and a founding for longer arcs. The structure leans towards each issue being a mostly self-contained story while planning threads for what comes next. Let me warn you guys, if you haven't read what's it called? Basically, there was a story where Bruce's dad from I think he's from Bruce's dad from Earth 2 came into this reality. Then he took over. I believe he took over Gotham. Then he kicked everybody out and said, if you come back, I'm gonna kill Alfred. I might be remembering wrong, but I do remember Damian went back, thought he was tough and could sneak back into Gotham. And you know what happened? He got caught. Then he watched Bane snap Alfred's neck. So, and I said that to say, when you read this, Alfred is dead. But he's a AI voice for Bruce, kind of like Jarvis is for Iron Man. But it's a good starting point for brand new readers if you want to check it out. I read it. It's good. I highly recommend it. Now, with that out the way, let's talk movies and television. First thing first, the biggest. Peacemaker just had its final episode, and the internet was not happy. Me, on the other hand, I enjoyed it. I felt like it felt like to me it was wrapping thing. It was wrapping everybody personal moments up. Then we got hit with the surprise at the end. Uh, what's today? Yeah, it's been a couple days, so I can talk about spoilers. People were mad that the biggest cameo was Lex Luthor. I wasn't. I was just watching Peacemaker for Peacemaker. I didn't really care for cameos. I enjoyed Peacemaker season 1. Now we got Peacemaker season 2. It's been good. I would say Peacemaker season 2, every episode it was for me it was going up. And then 8 just leveled out. I feel like the last 2 episodes just leveled it out for me. And I think James Gunn said it's supposed to go into Man of Tomorrow. I don't really see how, unless because Peacemaker gets trapped in Salvation. That's another dimension somewhere, but only thing I can see is people go missing, and then Superman and is like, where are all the missing people? And he, as the journalist, go looking. But I don't really understand how it's supposed to connect. But overall, I enjoyed the Peacemaker season 2. I enjoyed the little we're in another world, but everything the same, but it isn't, up until 6 or I believe it's episode 6 where we get the revelation that it's a Nazi world. But overall, I enjoyed Peacemaker season 2. Let me know what you guys think down below, if you like Peacemaker season 2 or you thought the ending of the season ruined it for you. Now, as we move on to the next topic, Warner Brothers has rejected Paramount's first bid to buy the company. Now, me personally, I think Warner Brothers has been on a roll. Everything is they had, I believe they set a record for 6 or 7 movies opening up over 40 million. Nice little roll. Keep it going. I don't think they should allow somebody to buy them out. One of the things I've heard was Netflix was trying to buy him. Well, if Netflix stepped to Warner Brothers, I need y'all to close the door in their face, because Netflix would be the worst place to sell Warner Brothers to, because they would die out. I'm telling you that right now. All the Warner Brothers properties would die out on Netflix. But Paramount set an offer. I believe it was $20 a share, and Warner Brothers thought that was too low. Listen, I think we need more studios, because if it's only 3, there's not really competition. The more the merrier. But Let me know. Do you think Warner Brothers should sell to Paramount? If not Paramount, who should they sell to? Or if you think they should, or if you think they should just stay themselves. Now, now on to the last thing for movies and television. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2 will release in fall 2026. I watched season 1. I thought it I thought it was cool. I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever, but it wasn't bad. I liked some of it, but then some stuff I didn't like. It was middle of the road for me, but it got season. Then some of the stuff I've been hearing, some of the plans I've been hearing for season 2 made me want to throw the series out the window. I don't. I'm a I'm gonna give it a try, but we'll just see what they do. Cause the stuff I've been hearing, I'm like, why, why? But season 2, fall 2026. That's when we get Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 2. So let me know if you excited for it. Did you even watch season 1? Or did you like it? Was it mid for you like it was for me? But just like we did for anime, let me know some of your wildest movies and TV opinions down below. The For each hot take section, whichever one I like the most, I'll post for everybody to see. But that's a wrap for today. We covered gaming, anime, movies, and television. What a lineup. But I want to hear from you guys. What's your most anticipated game? What anime are you waiting for? What's the next movie on your watch list? Hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at KB Streams. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.